Hello everyone, Gregtech here, and welcome back to Gregtech New Horizons Season 2. We have an exciting discovery. I've been looking more. The beginning of the last 3 streams have been me looking for slime islands, and we finally found one. Very excited about this. So, the slime island will help us with a bunch of stuff, and hopefully get a slime sapling here. I did actually increase the view distance radius on what's it called, on the server properties file, so that we could get the full 32 exploration. But we just explored like this whole area to the west and down here. I mean, we found an absurd amount of biomes at this point. And now we're gonna tower up. This cloud is in the way, I can't see exactly where we need to go. We're gonna tower up. Do we have enough materials for towering? I actually don't, funnily enough. So we're gonna need to collect some dirt here. Looks like that's, I don't know, about 64 up, maybe a little bit more. We'll see if we get a slime sapling or not. If we don't get a slime sapling, I will be ultra pissed. But yeah, as far as the new style, you know, I know you future YouTubians are going through a bit of a unstable time right now because I'm still trying to figure out what style we're doing. I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do the, you know, recording sections of the stream, not editing them, and I'll probably cut out a bit of the middle. You know, I know you might be like, but wait, Gregtech, you said that the type of video you want to be doing is where you're not cutting out huge parts and just skipping to the end. And it's like, well, that's true, but there are 2 different formats you can watch in, right? You can watch the live VOD if you want to watch me doing the things and sitting there and playing with a redstone machine for 5 hours. Like, you can watch that in the live VOD. And so I don't actually feel like having 2 versions of this exact same video is a good idea. I think I'd prefer to have kind of like 2 different experiences. And so if you're wanting nothing to be cut out, then you should be watching the YouTube live VODs. And I know that for some people it's like, yeah, it's annoying to watch a 5-hour VOD versus 5 one-hour videos, but it's the same thing. Like, get over yourself. I mean, that's maybe a little mean, but like, they are effectively the same thing. I know your preference might be 5 smaller videos, but all that to say, the important thing here is just that I'm going to be cutting a lot out because I don't want 5 separate 1-hour episodes for a 5-hour stream. Now, I don't know how much I'll cut out. You know, I don't know if it's going to be like cutting out enough. Like, I might end up with 2 1-hour episodes in a 1-hour stream. It'll just depend on the interesting stuff that's happening. If I'm not doing anything interesting, I'll probably not be recording for the YouTube series. You know, if I'm just mining for hours and hours and hours. But if I do end up doing more interesting stuff, like, you know, progress, and someone else had left a comment that I thought was interesting of like also just recapping some things. You know, I might do some progress without recording it on the YouTube series, but then also I can do that without recording it, and then later when I'm recording, I can recap what we've done since the last time I was hitting the record button. So that's the sort of vibe I think we're going for. There is 1 slime tree. This is a tiny slime island, by the way. Oh gosh. And I don't want the saplings to fly off, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna gather... What is this? Blue slime dirt? Does this do anything? Not really. And there's no... Yeah, there's really... This is a terrible slime island overall. But what I'm doubly worried about is catching the saplings that fall, potentially. You know, I should have made the... What's it called? The forestry something to get a better chance to get saplings. What's that thing called? It's on the tip of my brain. the grafter needs a plate. And I don't have enough iron to do that. It's so frustrating. Yeah, if I had brought like half a stack of iron, I could make one right now. All right, well, no time like the present. Okay, we're good. We got plenty. Wasn't there an iron grafter? Or is it only bronze? Oh, it's only bronze. Never mind. We couldn't have made one then. All right, so that is that. And unfortunately, yeah, we didn't get any of the other special slime pieces, but I don't really need this, do I, for anything? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything else to do here. So that is, we get to nap on our slime island. Happy with our conquest. And now these slimy saplings are gonna be the best thing ever. Oh, I'm so excited about this. You can eat gelatinous slime, which is funny. But yeah, it's just gonna, it's gonna save us so much time. This is great. The best thing since slime. Okay, well, I'm gonna pause the YouTube recording until we get back to the base, but I just wanted to share this exciting discovery at the start of the episode, and we'll resume when we get back. Okay, welcome back, future YouTubians. We are going to be working on a Tinker's Smeltery. First, let's kind of grab the quests that they've already got for us, I guess. Completed. We also made we found wooden doors. So I probably want a loot bag between all those options. And we have completed Welcome to Tier 0.5 Steam. And we found the hoppers out in the roguelike dungeon. And what is this? There's more than one way to get steam for your machines. This completely optional quest line shows you some alternative methods for producing steam. For the ones that need glass, you'll need to progress a few more quests. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Beans on toast. Nice. What we more want, though, is more ways to make water. By the way, how do they plan to have you supply water quest book wise? Like, where's the first water source? We also want to look through a lot of these quests to make sure we see all the things. Did you look for days to find diamonds, redstone, tantalite, certus quartz, or mica? How about lapis? Well, for a few mixes, you can use different ores like coal for diamond or quartzite for certus quartz, mica. We should probably take quartzite for this. I guess we can wait. This walks you through drawers. This is a iron plus super smooth stone, which apparently smelts twice as fast, but it only works for ores. And then a crowbar can remove covers, so we're gonna need to make one of those, which we should be able to make with just 4 of any of the blue stuff. Let's make that real quick. Crowbar. Let's see. Lapis. Oh, we need to find iron rod. Just normal iron rod. That's lapis lazuli. And then I should be able to make that. Perfect. Crowbar done. Get some fried rice. And then backpack, of course, is a crafting task. Oh, that's so annoying. I'll cheat that one in later. I don't mind. I I could do saddle to find a horse. I don't care too much about that. Better barrels are kind of like drawers. So the big difference is you can make them face up. So you can put items in the floor where you can see the icon. You know how you can see the icon for drawers, and that's super nice. If you want something in the floor, the better barrels are nice for that. So that is an option. Okay, continuing through these, there's Chad, which is another way to make paper. What was the first way to make paper? Oh, the wood pulp. Right. But you can do Chad between 2 smooth stone slabs, and you can get that pretty easily with sugarcane. I think that's what I did mostly, was sugarcane for paper. But I really don't care too much about that. I might care enough just because 4 Damascus steel is a pretty sweet reward. We could make a potentially nice weapon with that or something. But are we going to be able to melt that down in the Tinker's Smeltery? No. So what would we even do with that right now? I'm not sure. Just make a regular tool maybe, like a file or a whatever. This is a guide on crop sticks, which we kind of already started. We can do wheat, potatoes, carrots. So I just need to retrieve. Oh, you get a whole stack of crop sticks from this. So if I just grab 2 of the wheat seeds, we'll get that finished. Give me wheat. Yay! Moron's Manual to Fecund Farms. And this is talking to you about like how to plant crop sticks to not have weeds spread everywhere. And then that can let you like crossbreed stuff. Basically, you can get new seeds this way. There's all sorts of stuff IC2 crops. A lot of people are not into IC2 crops. I had a lot of fun with them last season, but it's just a little too soon to start doing them because everything's manual work. Too soon for me. Like, it's not, some people do it this soon. But I will take 64 crops. That's a lot. The loot bag here, though, could be worth it because they could give us the filing cabinet, which is nice, or the spade is really nice because it doesn't take damage. So maybe it's worth. Drop percent's pretty low though. I don't know. Wood is free, so let's just take the loot bag. Okay, what else? A better lunch bag, which is a lunchbox, requires just iron. So let's make the lunchbox right now. For some reason, I thought it needed steel. Don't worry, we are getting to the Tinker's Smeltery part. And we'll work more on this later, but I wanted to make a little bit of progress since we spent so much time working on the house the last couple episodes. So all we need here for the lunchbox is a few double plates, which should be able to make pretty easily. 2, 3. And then we can do, iron screws are already set up, so I can do that. I love auto crafting. It's so nice. And now, whoa! Wait. There's 6? There was only 5 before, right? Am I making that up? Okay, which one of these would be the hardest to make? I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. I'll just grab pizzas. It was always 6? Huh, cool. Well, we're now going to need a couple more food types to munch on. I guess we can always just throw these random quest foods we get in there, and they'll get eaten eventually. That's an idea. And then, okay, continuing to walk around here, there's an iron scythe, which clears out leaves, crops, flowers, or grass. Oh yeah, I forgot it clears out grass. That might be a nice way to... let's just make one of those real quick, because that'll be a nice way to do... whatchamacallit? Boom, done. Auto crafting for the win. So now we can do our grass. It's not working. It's kind of working? It's kind of working. Okay, I guess it like, look, I don't know. It sort of works. Sort of doesn't. A little bit of both. Sadly, it doesn't remove these guys either. It does destroy the gardens, but we have enough of those already anyway. Okay, well, that's that, I guess. So that's fine. It'll be a little faster if we really want to get all that stuff done. And then vegetables, seeds, vegetables, coins. Where am I putting coins? Here. Loot bag, loot bag. Okay, just getting a little sorted out here. So we have enough of every garden type except the textile. I need to find where I was growing those. Okay, carrying on, let's grab a Steam Age loot bag as the reward for that. And this is about dispensers. Oh, man, I could have just grabbed one. I was really low on inventory space. Oh, and this is all about making a windmill, which I almost did in the last season. It's a free macerator, but I've heard from people that it's just not worth it. But you could have fun with that. And then shears, this gets us a Damascus steel tool, which could be worth it. So let's do that. I'm running out of iron here. We have more, right? I'm running low on iron in general, but there's another stack. So shears. I think we have all of that available. So I should just be able to do this. Perfect. Put everything back. And there we go. Sheep hairdresser. Which one of these do I want? The wrench might be the best choice because we need a wrench to destroy pipes. And the iron wrench doesn't destroy the higher tiers of pipes right now. So we would have to make like a higher tier wrench other than iron. So I think we'll go with wrench for that reason. And then the butchery knife has looting, I think. Yeah, it has looting by default. And it stops the explosions. So that's, I guess, worth making. And then animal farms, unstable induced mattock. Ooh. An infinite mattock? And what's precision shears? Is that just indestructible shears? Huh. Alright, well, let's craft a butchery knife real quick. We will need to find iron. Heart that. Shift C on that. God, that's so loud. Cadis, I don't know if you're still here, but man, that sound effect being reduced in volume would be such a godsend. It's just way louder than it should be compared to everything else volume-wise. And I'm out of sticks. I guess we could just make more sticks pretty easily without much work. Like these. Why am I making sticks? I don't know. I already have the the butchery knife. Okay, and we just get all those things. Sweet. And this is talking about different storage options. So you can make copper chests, which require quite a lot of copper plates at this stage of the game, because, you know, double plate, it's like 4 for each double plate, 4 copper times 4, that's 16 copper. We're talking 18 copper for one of these, and they're not even quite a double chest, so they're not quite worth it. Iron chests are exactly a double chest, I think. And then there's gold chests, which are 9 by 9, so that's starting to get bigger. Diamond chests are where it's really at once you can get those. And yeah, so next let's put away these things. Shears go into tools. All the coins go in there. That goes into tools. I'll put that wrench in the tools category, because that's the wrench I'll want to actually carry. Or you know what? I'll just put it in my bag for now. We'll carry that around. This is for burnables. We're slowly getting more organized. I need to be carrying around some iron as well. The lunch bag, I guess, is kind of done now. We've got the lunch box. Sweet. Okay, so that kind of cleans up a little bit of the quest book here, and now there's still more stuff, like, we found a lot of zinc gravel ore already, so I don't need to worry too much about this. But this part is relevant to the Tinker Smeltery. So we'll work on the Tinker Smeltery, and then we can work on making molten brass, which is zinc, 1 part zinc, 3 parts copper. And it makes 3 parts brass. So first we need to decide, where are we putting our Tinker's Smeltery? Should we put it upstairs? Should we put it downstairs? Should we put it out here? Should we put it in the hovel? Make the hovel bigger? Truly a question. I think I want to put it like over here. So let's expand this area, and I'll come back when I've made room for it. Okay, this is going to be the spot for our Tinker's Smeltery, and we're going to need to decide. So multi-block goals. We're gonna need to decide how many seared bricks to make. So they want us to do 2 smeltery drains, 2 casting channels, 2 seared faucets, which is cheaper if I cut a casting channel in half. Not by much, but it's cheaper. 5 instead of 3.5. We're gonna need a few seared tanks. So basically I'm trying to figure out, like, how many seared bricks do I need total? So let's get that recipe going, and then this recipe going, and then this grout recipe going. And then we'll need a bunch of buckets, clay dust and sand, and the clay dust we know will come from that. And that comes from that, so we'll make sure that's included. Okay. Because we already have about 50 bricks. So if I want it to be like a 3x3... maybe... and then go up 2, we'd need 9, and then 24. We can go up 3 each. That's 9 times 5, so that's only 45 bricks right there, not counting the corners, which we can fit. Okay, I think we actually already have enough, like, full bricks. Like the blocks. So from here, we just need to focus on making everything else. Because I've already got 57 seared bricks. So in terms of the base, we can already make it, I guess. Like these. And I'll mine out more here so we can actually get around the thing, but oop, that's not where I wanted. Okay. It's got to be able to breathe a little bit, you know. Oh no, the sky! Go away. Okay, and then F7, just make sure nothing can spawn here. Looks like we're good. Okay, and then we'll have to fill in, do we need these corners? I can never remember. I don't think we do. But I could be wrong about that. It definitely looks better. Look at that, we have exactly enough. That feels weird. I guess we need those corners, though? And did I need these parts? I don't know. I don't remember. So then each brick... Wait, why is this not working? Oh, it goes in chunks of 8. Okay, so then let's do some adding here. The corners are not needed. Okay. So the drain needs 7 plus 8. So the drain needs 15. So that's 30 bricks right there. Another 14 is 44 bricks. A controller is 20, so that's 64. A seared tank is 20, so that's 84. I want a couple seared tanks, so that's 84, 104, maybe 124 if I want 3 tanks. 124, and then that's another 7. So like 131 is the current count of bricks. So 131 bricks. And we'll just go up to the next part where it rounds. Okay, so I can get 136. And the total cost for that is only 102 sand, 102 gravel, 1 mold, and 272 clay. So it's not that crazy, because we don't need to make all the bricks. We probably already have everything. No, we need a little bit more sand. Okay, well, I'll pause the recording. I'll go gather those materials. We've definitely got enough clay, so we'll be back. Okay, we're back, and we got plenty of gravel and sand, and we're gonna need a bunch of buckets. So I think what I'm gonna do, and the buckets are needed at this stage. So we'll take all of those things down to the river. So we're gonna make 68 clay dust, which means we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4, I think. Is that right? Yep. And then we need a bunch of mortars, which is going to require more smooth stone, which I have. And then we should be able to just make some extras right here. 1, 1, 2. I don't know how many we need. I'll make 6. Okay, and then it's time for us to sleep. Yeah, man, I'm not really playing anything off stream. There could be small things I do, but yeah, pretty much 0. Also, my trophy's on the floor. That's just unacceptable. Okay, so what we want to do is do clay dust, and then we want to actually just make this its own separate one. And do that. And then we need to go up to 68. Control-Alt does 1 stack at a time. Okay, so then we want to do that. I can remove the shears and the butcher knife. Those were just for whatever. Okay, and then I should be able to Shift C on that. Woo! We ran out of macerators. Okay. Wow, those get used up fast. Almost finished. Okay, so now to craft, I need to hold Control Shift C to craft the missing amount. Yeah. Oh, I only grabbed 4 clay. I needed 16 clay. We need 12 more. Control Shift C, and we're done. Okay, perfect. So now I can remove that, and now we need the 102 and 102. So I'll just grab 2 stacks of both. Okay. And then we need a bunch of buckets. How did I get a random string, by the way, and a random stairs? No idea. Okay, so we've got the clay dust. I don't know. That zinc dust was a reward from something. And now we need buckets. I'm gonna need some more iron soon. Do I have more iron here? I do. Let's get this smelted up. And magnetite. These are all iron. Oh yeah, I forgot I made more bricks. Cool. Okay, so what I wanted to do with the iron was what? Oh, make more buckets, that's what. Bucket. Shift A on that. There's no hard hammer. That should be on our tool page. I'll make 2. Okay, so then 4. Okay, that should be enough bucket action for now, because we've already got some here. 10 buckets is enough, I think. So now we run down to the river, or the lake. And we want a crafting station, not a craft. I guess it doesn't really matter, actually. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm just making the grout right now. Yeah, okay. And we'll just fill up all these buckets. And then we pop into here. And then we should be able to... I guess now... Yeah, we should have done this in separate phases, because really what we want is just this to be the recipe. And then... we can just make as much grout as we want here. We get to 10 water buckets. And there's 40 grout. And then we refill the water buckets. And then we Shift C. Oh, it's so nice. Makes life so much better. Grab all the water. I'm trying to grab it from these areas first, because then eventually we can just fill this in with dirt and kind of remove this nastiness. Perfect, and then we need, what, 2 more? No, 4 more. Okay. So there's 4 more. And that should do it. There's all the grout we wanted. Beautiful. Look at this cactus fruit. The bounty of our desert gardens. What can we make with this? We can do fruit punch, cactus fruit juice, fruit salads as usual, fruit crumble, mince pie, all sorts of stuff. But for now, just put it in there. Okay, so back to what's next. We need the wooden form, which we should already have in here. So I think I just hit Shift C and we're done with those. And then we need to fire them all. You're fired. Let me grab any charcoal that we have. Speaking of charcoal, we really should keep up with our coke ovens out here. It's nice that I have 2 of them because it means I can visit them less often. But hey, I think it's time to collect some slime. Wait, what? Is this some weird interaction with dirt? Oh, weird. There we go. Okay, so it is worth pointing out that it's only the gelatinous slime that can actually help us craft the... Oh, wait. The water tank. No, we need the congealed blue or green slime. That's right. So we can craft this. Okay. Perfect. Because the congealed slime will be good enough for that. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave a little bit less space now that we've got a few. There we go. And we'll just kind of fill the area. It doesn't have to be that organized yet. Yay! Slime balls. Love it. Okay, and that's actually, is that already enough? No, that'll get us 18, and we need 26. Okay. Sweet. Okay, let's grab some of these bricks out and share the load here. Okay, seared bricks incoming. So happy for the hollow glasses. Really helps with setting all this stuff up. Alright, and then all these seared bricks shouldn't be too much longer. Sweet. And Tinker's stuff. Let's see. I think I want to put the tanks on the corner there. If anything, I want the just for looks. If anything, I want this to be, because these back corners, like, who cares about those? Can't even see them most of the time. So if anything, it's really just this front part that I want to be figured out. No one has to know. And then the controller can go here. What is... right. I want both of these gone. Yeah, I found the slime island earlier in this stream. It was very nice indeed. I guess we need to remove that. What am I doing? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that tile was never supposed to be there. Okay. So I guess 57 is just enough to make even a nice looking 3x3 here. So the controller will go in the middle there. Let's grab all our bricks that we've got and start crafting stuff. So we need to do a little sleepy sleep. All right, so we wanted a smeltery drain, which needs casting channel, 2 drains, so we need 3 channels plus the 2 faucets. Realistically, we'll need even more than that, but the controller needs a furnace and some bricks, so I actually need a few more buckets of water. Let's go grab a couple. Ah! We fell in! Alright, there's 5 buckets of water. Okay, so then what we need is to do this. A couple more bricks. So the drains don't need it. The controller needs 4. And the seared tank, can't we get different looking seared tanks? Am I making that up? I thought there was different looking tanks. Yeah, this one. Oh, we need the glass. Aha. Okay. Well, we're not doing that right now. But I do think those look way cooler. Slime soil brick. Huh. Is that like super smeltery? I feel like I sort of remember that. Anyway, for the one we can make, it's 4 each. So there's another one. And I guess we need 2 more. Just the right amount of buckets. Okay. And so now we want 2 of those to start. And a controller, which needs a furnace. We just happen to have everything for. There we go. And now I just need the 2 drains. Boom, boom. And then I need to cut one of these with a saw in half to make 2 faucets. Did we do it? No. No, we did not. Checkbox. Aha! Ta-da! All right, so the smeltery controller, boink, and then we'll need some space on the left here as well, but I'll probably put the initial stuff. Wait, am I? There. Okay, so casting table. I guess I can put these on the corners too, I think. So maybe I don't want that there. So I can put like a casting table right here. Maybe I put the tables there and the basins there. And I can put the seared tanks there. I actually kind of like the seared tanks being in the middle. Like that. Okay, well, let's go find some lava. We already have... I didn't get the other one. Yeah, or maybe it'd look better to have these two be the ones we... Because it's kind of fun to have windows into it. So these can be where the lava goes? Yeah, like that. Well, it exists. But we need to go get lava. Gimme. Okay, so the nearest lava... We've found some before. There is a bunch over there. But I want to say there was a nearby 147 meters away area when we were searching. Yeah, it's just to the north. Okay. So we'll go run up there to grab some lava. We could also just go cave diving and all that jazz, but for now this is quick and easy, so we'll just do this. Someday we'll collect our floating bees over here. Ah, yes, the textile gardens. Okay, we only needed 4 more, and I think we have more than accomplished that task, so we'll get rid of those. Ooh, this is so exciting. We're gonna be melting stuff. And then we're gonna need copper. Now, can you melt the copper ore? Or can you only melt the finished copper ingots? Like, can you throw this directly into the smeltery? You sure can. And it makes 144 millibuckets. Nice. We're getting to an exciting phase of the game, let me tell you. Okay, so where's my... Ah, right there. Ouch. Didn't really mean to do that. So go down this way. Yeah, there's some lava. We do have the gloves. So... we should be okay. You know, I'm realizing it would have been really nice if I had mined out those other... We're preventing the sky from lighting our way here. Also don't remember how deep this was before we did something else. Okay, so yeah, this is where we... Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. But we don't really need this. Alright, there we go. And now my pickaxe is broken. So... let's repair that. I'll let that fall in the lava. No! I really want to make sure this doesn't get lava'd somehow. Okay, there we go. So wait, do we not just right click to fill it up? Do we have to bucket one at a time to fill it up or something? Oh my gosh, this offhand stuff. Torches being an offhand has been rarely do I ever want to place torches. I should really change it to the tool only. I'm gonna do this on the YouTube video so you guys can find it too. I forget where to find it. what was it? It was in mod options, backhand, offhand torch tweaks. No offhand torch with block. Empty hand, food. I swear I'd changed these already. Okay. So anyway. There we go. Yeah, because you can do 4 buckets worth of lava into one of these. Nice. And we have to hold it. Though I think it's a little cheaty. You can just put it in your backpack. But it's fine. It's totally fine. Where'd all my cobblestone go? I guess I put it away. Sweet! Alright, our lava fetching has been a success. Now we need a tower all the way back up again. Can't see anything. Oh, I missed one. Got off the groove. I held on pretty long getting the perfect placement. How far are we? Oh, we're still kind of far. How did I run out of cobble? Somehow I decreased my cobble supply in this trip. Guess we're doing dirt now. And we really gotta sleep before we die. Sweet. Okay, we got lava. We're gonna make our first brass. We're gonna make our first tool molds. It's gonna be so great. Eat some new stuff here. We're already into the yellow hearts, which is nice. So, do I have any copper that's not already turned into copper bars is the real question. We may have to go mining a little bit here. So, dun da da da. Wait, what's the drain? Hold on, I forget how drains work. Oh, that's right. So if we couldn't do it like this because... Yeah. Okay. So for now, I'll need more drains eventually, but I could put the other basin like back here eventually. For now, we'll just do the one. One casting table, one basin. I need that piece. Thank you very much. Drain there, and then here we go. Ta-da! We now have the ability to actually smelt things and then cast them. Need little faucets here and here. So let's see if we have any coppery things going on here. We have some chalcopyrite. There's 8 copper. And it was 3 parts copper. So how many parts zinc? I guess we could do 2 and 4, or 2, 6. Let's see if this melts down into 144. It does. So now we can officially make brass. It does take a minute to melt. And you can see it's drawing on our lava supply. The lava supply lasts quite a while. That's the nice thing. If I'm remembering correctly, it spends the same amount of lava no matter how many items you're melting. Is that true? I think that's true. And now we're gonna need some cobblestone here in the part builder, because you can make a stone tool to then make the brass around, if that makes sense. So we'll throw this into the, I guess it can't go into the pattern chest. I guess we can just use this chest to store a couple things related. But yeah, we'll use cobblestone, and then if I wanted, for example, a shovel head, which I do, we can make a stone shovel head. And then what you do is you place the stone shovel head into the casting table like that. And it might walk us through it, but I guess not really. It does say conserving fuel to do more items at one time. So I think having a 3x3x3 is a pretty good size for this. And here we go. Molten brass. 6 ingots worth. So now if we look at like shovel cast, we should find that it costs us 1 ingot. So then we right click on this to pour. Yay! Yes! Oh, that's so exciting. We got our shovel head cast. And now what we can do is actually cast a different metal into that. So now we need to melt iron. I guess I could do bronze. Do I have any bronze left over? I don't know if I do. We'll just do an iron for sake of example. And we do have to check out how much, let's do molten iron. Or iron shovel head? Yeah, that'll be the easiest way to look. Yeah, we just need 1. And you can make clay casts for what it's worth. I forgot about that, but there's kind of not much of a point because we can already make brass, and the brass ones are reusable, and the clay ones are one time only. So we can just throw 1 iron ingot into here. And then you can swap which fluid is on the bottom by clicking on it, which is a godsend. I don't think that used to be a thing. So you can, it is annoying though, because things will alloy automatically if they're in the same smeltery. So sometimes you can accidentally alloy things, but I'm pretty sure iron doesn't alloy with brass. So once that's done, we can finally make an iron shovel. Oh, it'll feel so nice. And yeah, let's look at the hammer. Trying to remember how to make the, is this about infinite ender pearls? Yeah. Getting a regenerating enderman stuck in a smeltery is the way to go. And here it talks about the water dilemma. Okay. Finite water is a problem, but there are solutions. We'll start with 1 water tank to get going, and then we'll switch to the steam, this thing, the water pump. Wait, what? Oh, hold on, it needs... Oh, wait. I didn't know it needed... an output hatch and a steam input hatch. Oh. And that needs bronze and the ULV fluid tank, which is steel plates, iron plates. I mean, we can almost make that, like, is that only 4 steel? 4 steel ingots can get you the water pump? That might, oh, wait, what? The output hatch? Oh no, the output hatch needs rubber? Oh no! That's a bummer. And the tank needs strengthened glass, which needs a chemical reactor. So you can't do that till LV. Oh, that's so tricky. I thought we could make it like soon. Shoot. Sad. Okay, well, we're a long way away from that then. We even, yeah, we need lead cables. Okay. So it's just nice because this would basically provide as much water as we needed for anything. But I guess for now we shall have to wait and make multiple water tanks. But that's easy. Water tanks are cheap. They're just a little bit of steel. Oh, wait. Shoot. The iron one needs sticky resin. So that means we're going to have to do rubber trees to get the... That's what I thought I had remembered. I remembered, like, you can't use slime for whatever reason. It's because we don't have steel yet. Now, I could rush the brick blast furnace, which is... Is it unlocked yet? No, it requires compressing stuff. We do need the compressor. The steam compressor to make the bricks. We can also just buy the sticky resin. That's a good point. That's probably a valuable thing to buy and not have to deal with. There's also spessartine. That's one we haven't found yet. If we need to find that, we can buy it. Anyway, we've got our iron. So the way you do it then is you click on the iron and it swaps it down to the bottom. And then we go over here, right click. And we got an iron shovel head, and we can run over to our tool station, repair this for the last time, and yes, durability goes from 113 up to 188, and it'll only get better. Now, why don't we grab our emeralds since we're thinking about it right now? I probably won't do one on the flint broadsword, but at least for the... And I will do a diamond for my pickaxe, because I had forgotten about the mining level boost. I think that's worth it. So I'll repair that, throw a diamond on it. And it should go to a mining level of 3, but then the mining XP goes back down to 0, maybe. Doesn't show it as going up. Is that just a glitch? Well, maybe a diamond. Maybe we just wasted a modifier. Because that did not... Oh well, I mean, I'm fine with that, because I kind of wanted that anyway, but... That is annoying, if it doesn't actually increase the mining level. Thought it did. But yeah, we'll make our hatchet and shovel a little bit more durable. And let's put away our textile gardens here. Sweet, so that's some good progress. What's next? The water tank, I guess? So, hey, Pumarol, Puromale, I don't know, lots of ways I could try to pronounce that. So next we want to get rid of this deep slate, random stone, sand, bunch of buckets, feather, put away the mold. I guess I had an extra casting channel. What are the channels for? I don't know if I'm entirely clear, but I'm just gonna leave it over there for now. And then I'll put the rest of these away. Sweet. All right, so a couple goals now are the water tank siding. I think last time I made 2 water tanks. That's like a decent start. So 2 water tanks is 20 6 times 2 is 52. So we're gonna need 52 sticky resin and 104 iron rods and a bunch of birch planks. So I'm gonna pause the recording at this point. Actually, you know, now is a good time to actually wrap up this episode. We'll do, well, no, I'll just pause it. We'll be back. All right, welcome back, future YouTube. We did some mining, and I wanted to get a bunch of copper for all the bronze that we're gonna need, and I mined some more iron as well. So let's put, I don't know how gunpowder got in there. We're gonna put all our ores away here. And then I also made an iron longsword, because someone was talking about the lunge thing. Now that we have the, you know, smeltery, we could melt down and finally make the handguard. So that was easy. And yeah, let's get smelting on some chalcopyrite here. I'll just do 2 stacks. And then we'll get another 2 stacks of iron. We'll get all that going. Okay, so for now, for the water tank, we need 104 iron and 260 birch, which we do already have. So we should just be able to do that and hit go. Oh, but it's not, right. We need to do the Shift A on that. There we go. And then we can go Control, or Shift Alt. No, Shift Control, no, Control Alt. There we go. 64, but we don't really need 64. We need 52. Okay. And I'm missing a file, but I have a file. Does it know that the durability is going to break? Is that what that's saying? Seems like that's the case. Make another file. And now Control Shift C. So loud. We need another file. I'll make 2. Control Shift C. There we go. 52 water tank sightings. So nice. And we should be able to pop out the front door here and place these kind of wherever we want. I'm thinking over here. They don't... Wait, they do need to be exposed, right? I can't remember. Can someone correct me if I'm wrong? They can't be inside, right? They have to be exposed to the sky? I think they have to be exposed to the sky. I'm gonna chunk load all of this, but... I think they need to. But honestly, I don't think it's crazy to put them on my roof here. And we can then pipe it in over. I think this is a decent spot for them. I mean, water, you know, water tanks are on the roof in real life. Kind of feels reasonable. 1 block needs sky for full speed. Okay, well, we definitely want that. Bloop. Yeah, free water. This is an accomplishment. I mean, it's not really, it's just wood and iron, so like price-wise, it's not that expensive, but it's just so nice. Now we just have infinite water. 20 liters a second here, 20 liters a second here, so we've got 40 liters a second water, which in terms of steam, every unit of water is 160 units of steam. So this is enough water to power a lot of steam stuff. So 40, it's basically 1 liter a tick. So that's a total of, we could get up to 320 steam per tick, which is equivalent to 160 EU of like recipes per tick. So that's like 4 amps of LV steam, roughly. If you want to think about it that way. So now what we need is big amounts of piping. So let's look at wooden pipe. And the large wooden pipe can move 1,200 liters a second. That seems like far more than we need. So, because we only get 40 liters a second, so I think we should probably just do like the wooden fluid pipes, the normal size. Or should I just go big or go home and make the big boys? Does it matter? I'll be more likely to be able to use these later, but maybe I just do the cheap ones for now because we don't have enough rate anyway. Okay, well, let's grab some more wood since we need a lot of that. And we're gonna fire up our coal boilers for the first time. It's gonna feel so good. Alright. We got plenty of wood in there. Well, at least I think we do. So what we'll do is we'll Shift A on that. And then we'll make like a stack. And we broke the something, the saw. So make a couple of those. And then we broke the what? Now the hammer. Alright. Put all those tools back. I think 42 might be enough for now. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. We're not going to need the water to be able to flow faster for anything. It's really the steam tank and the output of the steam tank that will need bigger pipes. But the water itself should be fine this way. Alright, and we'll go around the edge here. I guess we're going to mess with our berry bush growth. That's fine. Okay. Oh, it auto connects even without holding control? I feel like that was a setting. I think that used to need you to set some. I wonder if it still is. I don't know where to go exactly, but let's start with here. And then you can always do the wrench thing to, I'll show you guys how to do the shutters. So first of all, you can connect like that, and then you can control on one of that to pick a direction, which is nice. And then you can also do line mode, which is what we're gonna do here. So you sneak and then right click. And then what we can do is that, and it'll just be like, and that can save on updates. It makes your life easier, and it reduces sloshing, which doesn't really matter for the... Why can I not jump on top of that? Oh, because this isn't a full block. That's why. That's funny. Because what I'm trying to do is get this one connected. It's so annoying. I just wanted to get this connected to the water tank. Wait, why can I not connect that? What's going on? Why can I not connect these? Oh, I'm still in line mode. Thank you. I was like, what is going on here? There we go. That'll do it. And now we have water. Okay, now someone remind me, is there a way... What can I get buckets out of? Do I need a ULV liquid, like Gregtech fluid tank to be able to fill buckets? If I wanted to like right click on something and be able to get buckets out of it? I don't remember. I know I can get buckets out of the tanks, but I'd have to go upstairs for that. So I was thinking more something I could put down here. I seem to remember I just had a tank, and that worked. Apparently we didn't have that done. All right, so we'll get water hooked into these, and then we should technically get this all wrenched. Not that it really matters at the end of the day. Oh, also, you can change the HoloLens display. How do you do that again? To not display fluids. Because it constantly gets in your way. HoloLens, is it... Do we need the mod settings? Or is there a hotkey for it? I think there's a hotkey for it. Holo glasses is 5. That doesn't sound right. Oh, you can just enable disable with 5. Oh, I see. Okay. So I think you have to disable the whole thing, but... Okay, shuttering. Like I said, this isn't really necessary. Like, it might be slightly helpful, but... That's fine. So it can only flow that one way. Alright, then we close that up, and now these are full of water, and I should be able to grab some charcoal. And we can make our first steam. Ta-da! And now we're gonna need to make 10 pipes to manage that steam. Or is it fluid pipe? Is it 10? We can do copper for 120, steel 1600, bronze is 800. Where's 10? Can you not make 10 pipes? Thought you could. 10 pipe. I don't want tiny, I want 10. Oh, 10 is item pipes. JK. Okay, so we'll need copper or bronze, but copper's not enough for the steam, because these are gonna make a small coal boiler. These make up to 120 steam a second, so 6 a tick each, so we're getting 12 a tick. I really wish everything was measured in per tick, personally, because that's how EU works. And so, anyway, yeah, we're doing it. We're making steam. Ah! Okay, so we need to go make some bronze real quick. Because quest book wise, the next thing... Wait, didn't they have a reward here? Large bronze fluid pipe. The problem is I don't want to do larges. Because larges are just far more than I can handle right now anyway. I'll need larges eventually, but you can recycle everything later, so... I guess we already spent all of our bronze, or do we have more? No, we have more bronze. Okay. So then... Oh yeah, do these things have to exhaust something? Do we need the wrench for that? Or the screwdriver? Or do they still have the exhaust mechanic? Or is that only the other buildings that need the exhaust? I can't remember. Okay, so anyway, we want the steam alloy smelter, but that needs bronze fluid pipes. Okay, so let's favorite this one. And then let's favorite this one. We can get rid of that now. Okay, so I should be able to make some fluid pipes here. Done. And I think we'll go steam on top. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get a machine. We might not, I don't know if I have enough bronze for it. Yeah, we need 5 plates, which is 10. 6 more, we need 11 bronze. We have just enough. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Is that bad? What just happened? What was that sound? Don't scare me like that. Why you make that sound? What was that? I don't know. That was the sound of steam getting wasted, but why did steam get wasted? Was it sloshy? Was it the sloshing that wasted it? Oh, it's just because it doesn't throttle itself? Oh, that's all it is. Also, what is up with Tiny Pile of Ashes? Is that new? What the heck? From this? Or do I just... Was I just forgetting what small coal boilers did last time? I don't remember them doing that. Okay, so a bricked hole needs bricks. Now, one thing I did do when we were out on our exploration earlier is we chopped a few bricks out of a house. So, that'll save me some trouble. Woo! And steam alloy smelter, so we need the brick bronze hole as a favorite. And then we already have the pipes. We need the furnace itself. Whoa. There's like a weird furnace. We need the furnace as a favorite, because that needs cobble and flint. We've got the flint. Let's grab some cobble. That is so annoying. Yeah, you move on from these boilers pretty quick, but we might want to put them somewhere else, to be honest. Maybe I want to put them over there. I'm not standing right next to them. Anyway, steam alloy smelter, shift A, and let's just take our chances. And it didn't quite get there. Okay, what were we missing? Oh, I thought we had enough bronze. Did I do the math wrong? I guess I did. Okay, we need a little bit more copper and tin. And we got a mortar that, do that. Cook the bronze dust. As fast as possible. There's some more iron and copper for later. Yeah, we've got a lot of tin. We mostly need more copper. Did we already smelt all the copper? Mostly. There's the malachite and the chalcopyrite, but we'll just do this. We'll need to go back and mine more soon. The sound to quiet down is Minecraft Random Fizz if I'm using ESM. I don't know what ESM is, but tell me more. Being able to control volumes of sounds is something I very much would enjoy. Is that just in here? Okay. Muffler. Sound. Okay, doesn't seem like it shows up. Okay, bronze is done. And we should be able to finish out this craft if I hit Control-Shift-C. And there we go, our first machine, the steam alloy smelter. Ooh, look at that fancy readout. That's new. That is new and schmancy. Oops. We'll do that. It needs to actually be connected to that. Now, is this... We were talking about venting. Is this thing gonna have trouble because it doesn't have a vent? Or is that the vent now? Are we okay? So I should now be able to do our first machined recipe. Okay, so that's just... So do we need a hopper to pull out of this? This can't do like an item auto output. So we can do copper in there, tin in there. Also, it's super loud, but it's awesome. Why is it so loud? It's just ridiculous. But yeah, we're doing it. Yay! Making bronze. Also, it's so funny that it like only plays the sound when it starts, but then it's quiet for a long time. Anyway, we are very happy about this. This is amazing. So I'm gonna grab a hopper here somewhere. I need more labels. I need to do a lot of everything. I'll get barrels eventually. What are we waiting for the barrel? We're waiting for the compressor, which I should have very soon. We need pistons for it though, which need red alloy. And for red alloy, we did need, we needed the alloy smelter, I think. No, I guess you can make red alloy dust with copper and redstone, or no, you can't. You have to actually have a mixer for that. So yeah, once we have the alloy smelter, which we now do, we can do redstone and copper. We can now make red alloy, which means we can now make pistons. And pistons are needed to make the steam compressor, which we will probably make very soon. There's a lot, but let's pull up the quest book here. We got our... Oh, we already did that. Oh, I'm in the wrong age here. Here we go. Hey, free ingots. Let's read this. Oh, you know what? I could have been making bronze in the Tinker Smeltery too, technically, and made ingots, bronze ingots that way. There we go. Used up all our steam. We're gonna need to make a tank, potentially, a railcraft tank. But, yeah, so let's talk about the math real quick. So the steam alloy smelter. Also, is there a... Why are these so much louder? Is it blocks? Maybe that's the volume. Yeah. That makes it a little less painful. Okay, that helps. Anyway, okay, let's talk about the power. So the alloy smelter, and then I'll probably be done with a future YouTube episode. So like if we're making bronze, for example, I should have just looked at that. Bronze ingot, there's so many. We want the Gregtech one. And then we go to alloy smelter. You can see, how do you, can't you click on each one of those to see the power requirement? Do you have to alt click? No. Yeah, you right click on it. Okay. To show usages. And you can see the different, like here, it'll show the steam usage if we right click there. And so we can see that normally it would use 16 EU a tick, but the steam ones all go at half speed. So it should use instead... Is that right? Yeah, it goes at half speed, but it uses the same amount of power. That's essentially how it works. And the power is 2 steam goes to 1 EU. So instead of using 16 EU a tick, it uses 32 steam per tick, which is what it's using here. So you can see that we need a total of almost 10,000 steam to make this actually happen. So now we need our soft mallet to make it stop screeching at us. We literally don't have one. So let's make... I don't even have that on the list either. Okay, we'll do it ourselves. So soft mallets just enable and disable machines. So we can disable it until it builds up, and then it'll stop trying to waste the steam. Yeah, I don't know why it makes steam per second. I think that's partially just because all the other water measurements at this stage of the game are in per second. It's really weird and annoying to me. I think everything should be in per tick, personally. But what do I know? Anyway, that's that. So we're gonna need the ability to store up some more steam. They did mention in the quest, and it is a reasonable fact that, what did it say? It said large pipes are a decent poor man's buffer. And like the large bronze pipes do hold 4,800, or do they hold twice their rate? I can't remember. The small bronze fluid pipe, no, they just hold 1 times their rate. So those can hold about 5,000 apiece. But really what we want is the multi-block goals railcraft tank, which I assume is in here somewhere. That one? Yeah, there it is. 576 buckets of fluid, which is 576,000 liters. But you need a lot of iron for it. A little bit of bronze, a little bit of glass, but we can make glass now because we can do glass dust, which is sand and flint dust, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes. So we can do all that. It's just quite a bit of work. And then auto output rate from bottom side is 1,000 liters per tick, so that's plenty. That's 20,000 per second, which is way more than our large bronze pipes can even handle. So I'll definitely want to make one of these. That's kind of in the goal to hold up all of our steam. For now, I can just turn on and off machines as needed, or just put a few things in at a time. So like I can do, you know, we'll do 9. Well, I guess I need to turn it back on first, because it's already got the 1 recipe stored up in it. 9 and 3. Excuse me. Okay, so that's done, and then we'll hopper into a chest. So that it auto outputs. Now, why am I remembering? Because I seem to also remember having hoppers feeding these from the top, and the steam was coming in from the back, but then where was the exhaust? Did I have the exhaust on the side? I must have. Wait, yeah, I think that's what I did. Because then we're going to want to be able to have hoppers on the top of these and stuff. I guess this one's a little tricky because you got to get the slots right, but it works if you like start with a stack on each and then you put the stuff in the hopper. But yeah, because we can't insert onto the face of the block. And so you really only have 5 faces left. So we'd have to put the steam into the side that currently is next to that one, or we'd have to put the steam into the back right now. Oh, this is so nice. All right, well, we'll be done with the episode. In the next one, we'll be working on red alloy, and we'll probably work towards a forge hammer because it makes more plates for us. It makes plates at a 3-to-2 ratio instead of a 4-to-2 ratio. So that's really handy. We'll probably follow this though to get the compressor first. So we'll be working through the quest book in the next episode. For those of you from future YouTube, as always, thank you guys for watching. Blah. Thank you. You guys are great. Leave a comment. I'll see you in the next one.